So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of media attention, a lot of social media attention being given to two particular technology stocks which are highly followed, highly traded, highly prevalent amongst people in their daily lives. Those two shares are Facebook and also Twitter. So what I thought I'd do is break down all of the gunk, all of the spam out there, and give you some virtual trade triggers, some entries, some targets and stops on these individual trades which you can set up virtually and see for yourself how a professional breaks these trades down and sets them up for success in their own trading account. So what I thought I'd do is begin with Facebook and then move into Twitter. So what I'll do, I'll bring up my charting software now and just transition over to my working platform. And there we go. I'll just bring up Facebook right now for you. So as you can see, with Facebook, there was a lot of speculation, a lot of media attention being given to the fact that it looked as if we were making a high up here about $72 and that the bottom was about to fall out. That could still be the case. However, that argument is really starting to break down. There was also a lot of attention being brought to the fact that this was a head and shoulders chart topping pattern. But as you can see, most recently within the past 1.5 weeks, we're really starting to break out of what could be that right shoulder. And we definitively haven't broken below that right shoulder. So that trade setup hasn't confirmed. Right now, we've broken out of a symmetrical triangle, or what would appear to be a symmetrical triangle, and we're holding really nicely above the exponential moving averages. One thing we need to do before we can get carried away on the bullish side is clear this intermediate resistance right at where we're trading at the moment. Now, what makes this interesting is the fact that we could be setting up a little bit of a bull flag. This is simply a little bit of a pause in a bullish trend, or in the breakout of a bullish trend, where we simply have a couple of days rest while the moving averages, the exponentials, catch up or at least support price and act as a trampoline for the next bounce higher. So you can see how this trade picture is starting to come together on the bullish side to begin with. So what I'll do, I'll put in my trigger here, and my trigger is going to go somewhere around $65 a share, it appears. Possibly $64.92. That is a nice little breakout entry. And our first target is going to be up here at these old resistance highs made in February and March 2014. That is a very reasonable target on Facebook if in fact we get above $64.92. You can see how I'm letting the trade come to me, and I'm not forcing the trade by buying stock or at least entering into call options now without, of course, the trade confirming or at least moving in the direction which we have our trigger set up. Now that's the bullish side of Facebook. Again, it looks as if we are potentially moving a little bit sideways. We'll have a look quickly at our oscillating indicators, and you can see that yes, we are overbought. The RSI is overbought. The MACD is supporting the nice bullish move which we've seen since the lows in May. So that is still confirming that bullish trade setup. What I'm going to do now is set up the bearish side of this trade. Now, right now looking at it, just with the blank template, you can see that we obviously have a support level down here at 58.60, and from where we're trading at the moment down to the support level, the reward in this trade isn't really worth the risk, all right? In other words, it's not worth us placing a 61.57 bearish entry at this location. We're not even worthwhile setting a bearish entry at $57 because we have all of this congestion over here during the months of April and May 2014. So what I can definitively say, and this is going back to what was spoken about, previously in the month and throughout May, was the fact that, hey, we could be setting up a head and shoulders chart pattern, terminal reversal pattern, but I'm not going to trade it until I get confirmation that it's broken down. And that confirmation is going to come in down here at $53.19. Now, as a trader, as a professional trader, I can say that, hey, I'm not getting carried away on this 53.19. I'm more interested in this 64.92, but because I'm disciplined, because I have structures that I adhere to, I'm not going to get whipsawed into any stupid trades in this location here of selling short. It's an absolute bear trap for people who don't really know what they're doing or think that Facebook has the potential to plummet from this location. Very rarely will this occur, especially when you're above, again, those exponential moving averages. You're above the 100 and 200 simple moving average in a long-term primary bullish trade. And you can see here again, the oscillators are supporting the move. The ADX likes it and the CCI is very neutral, all right? So that's the basic trade setup on Facebook. cut through all of the nonsense out there in social media, this is the trade that you're looking for. 64.92. Again, set it up virtually and you'll see for yourself how the trade transpires. What I'll do for you now is bring up Twitter. And Twitter's a little bit, well, it's definitely a different trade setup. First of all, you can see that since establishing the highs up here, about $73 a share, we've been slowly making lower highs and also lower lows. I'm just drawing it in so you can see the picture. This is the definition of a downtrend. So straight away, if you can understand that Twitter is in a downtrend, you should be starting to cancel out the perspective of placing a bullish trade. Generally what you do, you trade in the direction of the trend. The trend in Twitter is down. No matter which way you look at it, it doesn't matter if you look at it on a daily, which I'm doing, or if you look at it on a weekly, it's in a downtrend. All right, it's definitely in a strong downtrend. And where we're trading at the moment is starting to present a lot of bearish opportunity again. So what I can do is say to myself that if we break this level here, and this is the key level, around $28.64, if we sell off below this low made in early May, and we sell off below the low made in late May, then there's a really good chance that Twitter is going to tank, much like it did when we broke this level right here. Now, again, we set this up for many students at Pivot Point Trading, and they made an absolute fortune. We've had students making 15, 16,000 just on these two candlesticks right here. This could be ready to soon reproduce itself, or at least show up again in the way of technical analysis if we break this $28.64 limit. Now, again, going back to the fact that we're in a downtrend, I can give you the argument that we could be establishing a base. Now, the reason why is because it looks as if we have a double bottom, or what could be a double bottom, but what am I looking for before I start presenting, or at least committing to bullish trades? I'm looking for confirmation. Now I'm asking myself, where does that confirmation start to show up? The confirmation is going to start to show up around $36.87. At this stage, we'll be breaking this open window, this little gap here, and we will close this gap very, very quickly. So my first target, if we get a close above $36.87, is going to be number one at $40.53. And then secondly, this is a more favorable target, it's just shy of $45. Now, just understand what I'm saying. The bullish trade inherently has a lot more risk tied to it. It has a lot more risk tied to it because we're fighting against the general direction of the trend. If I bring up the exponentials, you can see that if we get a close above 36.87, we would have reversed the 10 and the 20, and we would have broken above it with a lot of leeway. So a lot of fluff above this little swing high, which we established in Thursday's trading session last week on Twitter. So you can see there's two bidirectional trade setups. Twitter is most likely going to hit one or the other very soon. And again, having said that, if I go back to the Facebook trade setup, I'd say that there's a very good chance that we're going to break above 64.92 in the coming days, even potentially this week, maybe as even close as tomorrow. When either of these trades triggers, I'll keep you up to date with the overall net position of that individual trade, but this is a really good learning opportunity anyway to see what it takes to remain disciplined and patient when you're trading the stock market. A lot of people go out of their way and they overtrade the market, and it's really it's not a good habit to get into. You need to remain patient and understand that when the trade sets up and when it comes to you, that's when you get the highest chances of success or probability on that one individual trade, which of course could set up your entire trading week or trading month if of course it produces a stellar return for you. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this analysis video. If you know anyone who is interested, share it with someone, embed it on a site, do what you want with it. But please have a look at our website anyway in the meantime, or get in contact with me if you enjoy this analysis. That would be absolutely great. I love interacting and meeting new students, or at least anyone who has a passion for trading the financial markets like myself. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, traders right around the world. I'll see you during the week for some additional market updates and real world trade setups. Thank you. Goodbye.